College, bro. College. Oh my goodness. If you're going to college, God bless your soul. I wish I got this advice when I was going to college. Okay, do not take advice from people that you don't want to be like. It's pretty simple, but you got to also understand who the hell you want to be. The conventional wisdom tells us that college is kind of safety, right? That we go to classes, that in general, if you get your degree, then your job application will be great. But what I'm here to tell you is probably the most important part of college to me as an entrepreneur, as a dentist, and as a leader, which was the people. The people aspect of things is so key. It's the only time in your life when you're going to be around so many people that are so close to your age. Age is a massive part of having some sort of commonality with another person. Commonality tends to be really important in the real world, even if you're making sales or if you're just trying to have some fun and enjoy your life. I'm making this video so you don't spend the 4 years in college just drifting, just doing the basics of getting your education and your degree. This video is going to tell you the nuances of how to hack the college experience, but it's a lot of work up front. The real risk of going to college is not the money that you're spending, okay? The real risk of going to college is to exit college not being able to think for yourself. What is your intention in life? That's really what college should be used for. And ideally, high school should be used for this. They're not going to teach you this in high school because frankly, your teachers don't really know it themselves. But if you figure this out and if you watch this video and you do these things, I'm telling you, the rest of your life is going to be a little bit easier, which is saying a lot because life is pretty damn chaotic. College and the rest of the world is full of people that lack intention. And those people never end up building a sharp enough intuition to respect and love themselves throughout life. If the way that we perceive the world does not allow us to see things that we love, we will never truly be able to take advantage of the little life that we have on this planet. What you aim at determines what you see. College can be a very beautiful place. It can also be a place where you get lost. The hedges are as such. You might be thinking to yourself, what does it matter, Turab? If I don't know exactly what I want to do, that's what I'm here for. Screw you. Well, drifting means that you let people who do not share your values design your life for you. You need at least a working intention before you spend tens of thousands of dollars in an environment that will shape your mind. Hedge number 2. College is about getting good grades and having fun. Networking sounds fake and manipulative. You need the people that you're going to be around. I promise you. The biggest mistake that I made in college was not realizing that I'm going to grow up. That 18, 19, 20, 21 is not the rest of my life. That these people are going to grow older and so am I. And that life in general is going to become, honestly, a lot more responsible. A lot more responsibility is going to be bestowed upon you, my friend. You will have less time in a lot of ways. Simply said, college is the cheapest and least intimidating time to practice building real relationships. The real part of college that I really want to get through your head, if you don't take anything away, okay, is the quality of relationships that you establish. Your ability to establish quality relationships is what you are looking for, and also the amount of relationships is what you are looking for. Okay, numbers and depth, qualitative, quantitative. Very important. The rest of it, you can basically figure out on YouTube, most of it. Student organizations and leaderships are distractions. I just need to get my degree. You might be thinking, screw the leadership positions, dude. Why would I join a club? Why would I do any of that stuff? If you're watching this channel and you're not a leader, move on. Seriously, you're not going to get anything out of this. Hopefully, if you're staying, you have to join a club. Okay, so student organizations are a microcosm, a smaller version of the larger thing that's happening in humanity. Groups of human beings come together and they build awesome things. Humans have done this for a long time. Student organizations, clubs in high school and college and graduate school are the greatest thing to get involved in order to understand how to mobilize a group of human beings. You have to have these experiences, and there's no better way than getting yourself in a position where you're around those leaders and you have to make those decisions. There's literally nothing else that's going to be more useful, those experiences, especially if you're the one pushing those experiences forward, if you're the one forming your vision and making sure that other people understand it, to be able to communicate that to other people, and for them to find something inside of them that actually vibes with what you're saying, that inspires them to take action. No better ground to do that. Hedge 4. My family doesn't understand what I'm doing. My family is full of a bunch of psychopaths and they're crazy. Or my family is like the nicest thing ever and I don't want to hurt them. Either way, my friend, you're gonna have to forge your own path. I promise you. Here's the thing. College and your individuality does not have to get into the way of your relationship with your family. There is a way to do this synergistically, but you got to prioritize it, okay? I made a video actually a while back about how important family really is in informing our way that we associate with other human beings. It's our first examples of what human beings are actually capable of. It's the archetypes that help us predict what's potentially present in society. Hopefully your family's not full of a bunch of crazy people. You probably have a couple normal people in there. Study those people and watch that video. Okay, now we're gonna go to actionable steps. You've convinced me at this point in the video to watch this shit. What do I need to do? Okay, first step, you got to go back to the vision. The hardest thing, guys, for this world that we have, you got to spend some time to plan. You really do, okay? Let me give you how I went about planning what my passion in life was. Before the age of 8 years old, you're pretty raw as a human being, right? You don't really have the influences of the world in you. Sure, to some degree, you've been raised by your family and their ideals, but for the most part, you're still pretty raw. I want you to think back to who you were back then, just kind of this amorphous blob, and what you were doing, and specifically the things that made you lose track of time, lose track of when you need to eat, when you need to sleep, that you could almost phase out the entire world. Those activities are the most important ones ever for you to think about. Why? It's not what you were doing. It's why you were doing it that mattered. Only afterwards do we get to the point where we can use metacognition, thinking about our thoughts, thinking about our soul, to actually grow as human beings. Why did you like playing video games? Was it a specific type of video game? Were you playing it with people? Something that required strategy? Or if you enjoyed drawing or creative things, why did you enjoy that creativity? Was it with colors? Was it with words? Was it with organizations of other human beings? Was it clothing? Which part of the creative process did you enjoy? The final product of creating something and showing people that thing? Or did you enjoy the actual meditation of actually creating that thing? If you liked speaking or dancing in front of people, what part of that did you enjoy? Did you enjoy the performance? Did you enjoy the choreography? These are really, really important questions because this determines the underlying part of your passion, the why you did anything. That's step one, okay? You got to figure out what that why is. And the activities will have commonalities. You're going to find them. It's just a matter of writing them down, and then over time, you have to start distilling them through conversations, through reading books, through understanding yourself better. When you get into college, my biggest suggestion is please, for God's sake, understand what it means to have a personal brand. A personal brand is what people know you as. It's what they associate with you. So one of the things that I was thinking would be so useful, first week of college, if you're dorming specifically, leave your door open, bump the music that you like, okay, at a volume that's inviting. And then outside the door, ideally have some sort of, hey, this is where I'm from, this is my dad and my mom and how many siblings I have, the things I like to do, the things I would like to get into, what I'm studying. Any information that you can give the outside world so that if someone's walking through your hallway, good or bad for you, that they can go to that piece of information and say, oh shit, I do or don't want to be around this person. That's a filter, okay? I spend a lot of my time creating these filters in life, but You need to have a volume. The more people you have going through your filter, the better chances you are going to have of making things happen in your life. There is nothing compared to having a good personal brand that's out there enough for enough people to experience. College is a phenomenal time to start building that and experimenting with that. I wish I started doing that earlier. Now, you might be thinking, well, if I put all this information out there, maybe I'll get the wrong attention, especially perhaps if you're a female. My advice to you is interesting people, and those people need to be aligned to you in some sort of way. When I went back to college years later, the thing that I realized was it's not nearly the place that I remember it being. Why? Because the people that were there that caused me to love that place were no longer there. Guys, it's about the people. That's the beautiful part about this experience. And you got to be able to create filters that are actually useful to you. Step 3, go and join a freaking student organization. Stop being a lazy bum. Don't spend too much time inside and smoke weed or drink, okay? Try to get outside as much as possible in college, especially if you're going to a public university, one that a lot of people from your state that you will ideally be working in are going to be attending. The reason is because you need to have real-world experience, and your classes are not necessarily going to give you that. You need to be spending a lot more time actually engaging with other human beings, actually having that discourse, that back and forth, the jokes, the tact, T-A-C-T, very, very important word. It means treating people the way that they wish to be treated. The reason student organizations are so powerful is because you need to have structured passion time in life. I am a genuine believer in this. And I've gotten reaffirmations of this time and time again when I do research on powerful people. They have times in their schedule that they're inspiring themselves, some sort of creative process, some sort of act of building that creative muscle. Student organizations can play into that. Now, what does that mean? You're probably going to have to do some research. My suggestion is go into your directory for your university and find all the student organizations that are aligned to the things that you want to do. If it's knitting, find the knitting club. If it's drawing, find the art club. If it's music, find the music club. If it's finance, go find the finance club. If it's going on hikes, go find the hiking club. Whatever it is, there's already a bucket where these people that might align exactly with what you want to do in life are just swimming in. It's just a full concentrated bucket of people that are interesting to you potentially. If you take this approach early on in college and you consistently attend the meetings and their events, even when you don't want to, you are going to find what it means to have a community. One of the most powerful things that humans can ever have in life. On top of that, it gives you an opportunity to get into leadership positions, to understand what it means to be a pillar in that community. Also, a very core concept in this channel, and ideally, your life. You gotta commit to showing up consistently, guys. That is the part that I had such a hard time with when I was younger. When I thought, great, what an opportunity, what an experience. And then I was like, this time I just won't go. I'm feeling lazy. I got work to do. I'm tired. Whatever it is, don't do that, please. Just go. I don't care if you're tired. I don't care if you got work to do. Just show up. Spend little time there if you have to, but show up. Make the habit of showing up and finishing. Execution. Now, you're gonna find, if you are a leader and you're watching this channel, so you probably are, a catalyst. You're gonna find weak leadership because often the people that are running these organizations are doing it for some sort of resume builder, especially if you go into the organizations that would align with medical professions or professions of law or professions of engineering. You're going to find a lot of people that are in leadership positions that are doing it to build a resume. Now, this is not a bad idea. In fact, it's a very, very good idea to build your resume, but it's not necessarily the drive that is required to be a good leader. I'm going to introduce you to two concepts here: internal locus of control and an external locus of control. Basically, does the fire, the burning passion, the intention come from inside here and here, or does it come from the outside world, your parents, your friends, social media, some sort of person that you respect. Figure that out. If the resume building is the thing that is the locust, that's external, okay? That's external. That's saying that when someone else looks at me doing this thing, it's going to be great. Hopefully, you take away from the vast majority of things that I've created that the locus of control needs to be in here, guys. There needs to be a burning fire inside of you and a passion and a vision that you want to fulfill if you want to be a powerful leader. And what better place to do it in a place that you already have passion, that you already chose, I am going to spend the time to show up here. Serve your tribe. It feels the best. And I promise you, you'll get a lot of situations out of it that you never even expected. The other big part of this is that clubs are really like tiny businesses, right? They have funds, they have some sort of service that they're providing their members, and they have organizational structure. Ideally, some sort of board that makes decisions and people that execute on it, right? What better introduction to business, which is something you should understand, very important. Okay, if you want to make any sort of money in your life, you need to understand business. The fourth step, and I actually included the spreadsheet down below. Please click the link and grab it. It's a pretty simple pipeline, okay? The pipeline includes your first name, last name, phone number, email address, ideally some sort of address and some sort of note on who this person is, okay? The important part of this is realizing that every day or every week you should be meeting new people, or you should be solidifying your relationships with those people that really get you. Why? Because in 10 years from now, you're gonna think to yourself, who do I know that has this thing that I want? Perhaps a job opportunity, perhaps a special trading card, perhaps the number of the girl that you really liked in college. Whatever it is, you're gonna want these people's information. It's actually one of the most valuable things that you will get out of being around people that are the same age as you for 4 years. There is nothing else that's greater than that. I promise you. Fill this list out every day or every week. Have a structured time to do this. Relationships. Oh my God, relationships. Now this step 5, family. How do you keep a good relationship with your family when you're trying to explore who you are? My answer to hard questions is structure. Always, always, always think of a structure that will lead you towards or closer to your goal. If you want to be closer to your family while maintaining your individuality and enjoying college, set time aside every single week to call them. There is no replacement to having quality time with the people that you care about, really. Now, how do you do that without divulging things or without being disagreements all of the time? Well, you got to be honest. You got to be really honest about how they're treating you, about how you want to be treated, about how perhaps the words that you are saying to them might be coming off. In other words, you need to have difficult conversations, okay? Hey, I want to come over every weekend. I'm sorry, you can't. I got friends. I got classes. I got this stuff going on. Okay, well, I want to come and see you. Great. Can we set 2 weekends a month that you can come over? 1 weekend a month that you can come over? And can you let me know when you're doing that? Here, I got these things planned out. In large and strange ways, the quality of our relationships will determine the quality of our life. Relationships with family are very important. Listen, guys, college is not about getting everything right, okay? Even if you try to use these things, you're going to do them in your own way. And that's just how it goes. It's the philosophy of caring about people around you that I want you to get out of this video, okay? So important. You're going to have a lot of stuff that you're doing, okay? You might be double majoring, you might be doing student activities, you might be a club leader, you might even have a job on top of being in college, you might have research, whatever. There's 10,000 things that you might be doing. But I'm telling you right now, you're going to be this busy later on. And a lot of those choices are not going to be yours if you don't become intentional now. So, it is about the grades. It is about the school. It is about learning the technical knowledge. It is very important. But you got to do it in your own way. Okay? This is where you start branching out into your individuality. It really took me about 4 years to do that. This is a good one. If you train now to align your passion with your knowledge, and actually execute, you're not just making college worth the money, you are building a life that feels like your own. Passion is as important as knowledge, and execution brings them both together. Actualize your potential catalyst. This world needs you. Peace.